Why won't you let us work? Don't you know how serious the situation in Kingsbridge is right now? What? What did he write?
Arthur can't read.
Right, Jonathan, but you can. Well done.
Jack! What is wrong with you? What did you do that for?
Jack, this is a church.
Oh, now don't go and tell on me. He started it.
What do you want from me?
Well, I just want you to take back what you said about Aliena.
So what if I would marry her? What's it to you?
Mind your own business.
Look who's talking. Shouldn't you be working?
Well, how can I if you keep distracting me? You still don't get it, do you? Take back what you said.
I said nothing wrong. You're behaving like a child. Don't you realise we have much bigger problems? We'd be glad if we can continue working at all, Jack.
Oh, don't try to distract from the real problem, Alfred Builder. Just apologise.
Just leave me alone and get back to work, Jack.
Are you looking for...
I'm supposed to bring this bread to our camp. He's spending the day up there on the... But how am I ever going to make it all the...
but do you want...
No, I'll make it. I just need time.
I'm done for now. I just can't... I better not get too close.
I will do everything in my power to make sure you are paid.
I know that you showed us mercy before when we had to flee from Earl's Castle. My husband has worked here ever since, and we would like to be close to Our Lady Aliena, but we have no choice.
Oh, Mary.
The same goes for us, Mary. We all owe Philip much.
I trust you, Father, but I risk my neck up there every day. My wife is right. If you can't pay, we'll have to move on.
Kingsbridge is our home. I don't want to leave.
Let me think of something. Maybe there's a way we can pay your workers early, Philip.
But selling the wool at the fleece fair will take at least a couple of days.
I'm sorry, but me and the other workers can't wait that long. Not now that everything is so unsure.
Trust me, Philip. I'll think of something.
Jack! You said you weren't finished with your corbel. When I went by there, looked finished to me. You need to learn to let go and move on. Don't get lost in the details.
It's my corbel.
None of this is ours.
Doing the carvings is the only job you didn't give Alfred to screw up.
We should be thankful of the work we're allowed to do. And in our work, we must be thorough and steadfast.
Thankful for what we are allowed to do. You are the one who wouldn't settle for less than a cathedral. You could have had other work, but no. For months, you remained steadfast, no matter the cost. When are you going to tell Jonathan about what happened in the forest? Ah, shouldn't have said that about Jonathan. Damn it. Not yet. I want to find out about the Amor. Ali will be pretty impressed if I find...
You mean until I taught him everything and then he is a cellarer?
These are hard times. We cannot just bring a new monk
Milia
into
said
our
I could use
priory.
it. Milia said...
If I have to teach someone, then I can just do it myself.
Do you have
never
the
seen him
time
so
to
sad.
do that?
Better not. I don't want to...
No, I do not.
No. That doesn't help against
Maybe
sore
the
hands, does it?
sacrist has time to be cellarer at the same time?
The Fullers have trouble with their hands.
Of course they have. It's worse than salting fish.
What can we do about it? Do you think there's a remedy?
Your mother should know. She knows all about herbs. Cuthbert, too.
What about you?
I don't know. I still haven't got around to start. I don't know if I'll ever be able to start it, but...
Well, I'll ask my...
She's probably at the small clear...
Brother Paul.
And that is little Jack. You see, he never paid the bridge toll when he came here. Sometimes you must show clemency and let those in need pass into our town without asking for coin.
I'll remember your words, Brother Paul.
He's teaching the novice about the bridge and the toll. I better not dis...
Ah, there you are, Cub. I wanted to talk to you.
What is it?
I'm afraid there's a lot of trouble ahead of us. From what I heard from Tom, they're trying to shut down the construction.
They?
The Earl of Shiring. Tom is under a lot of stress. If it weren't for him, it would already be over.
Why are you telling me this? Did he say something about me?
No. But I know that he just can't stand to see you and Alfred arguing.
Just don't see why Alfred gets to do everything he wants.
Alfred is a master builder. You are an apprentice. There are rules. They may not be my rules, but they are yours. If you want to become a master builder.
Maybe.
Don't be angry, Cub.
I'm not. The Fullers down in Kingsbridge are having trouble with their hands.
I'm not surprised. I could only do it for a few days, even though Aliena paid well. Here, take this.
Ouch! Stinging nettle.
Yes, and you need to crush it with a pestle and mortar. Cuthbert had a mortar. The Fuller's hands will improve, but only for a while. If they want to stop their hands from suffering, they...
Maybe you're right. Thank you. No. That is something I should probably...
Probably. Don't look so... We'll talk in the...
As much as I'd like to, I did promise Tom I'd only do my own carvings. The water flow turn. Then there's more wheels. And the millstone. The water flow turns so the motion of the water is used and transformed into another motion. Shouldn't there be all kinds of motions possible? We use wheels to lift timber and stone up at the construction site. Maybe I guess that's a challenge. Better not get too... Now, let's see. Here we go. Yes. Just a little more. Oh. Good. And now, what? Milius?
Yes?
Do you know how to make a bar?
Indeed. All it takes is some hot fat and beeswax.
Ah, thank you.
You know, you really wouldn't make a bad monk.
What, me?
Why? You can read, you know about herbs and...
Is this supposed to be wine?
What?
Here, in the corner.
No, it's vinegar.
It's vinegar. That shouldn't be here. What was Cuthbert?
Oh, Lord. Give me the strength to endure this without chasing Brother and...
I don't think I would make a good monk.
Why not? Philip thinks so too. He told me.
Never mind why. I don't need to be a monk to come around and talk to you.
That is true.
And I think I should thank you for your help. Try this.
Whenever did you find the time to make a bomb, handsome Jack? Don't you have work to do?
Who would I be if I could just pass by ladies in need?
Does that mean you'll join us and do some filling?
I have my own work to do, so that won't work, I'm afraid.
Oh, of course. Suddenly you've got work, but I dare say. That bomb worked. My hands feel... Thank you.
Prior Philip is too forgiving. The sub-prior has to handle everything he neglects. Everything. As sub-prior, I have even more responsibilities than the prior himself. And more worries.
Fake mirror. If only I had more time to read. I'm looking for a book by Ovid.
Oh, we saw some in Shiring and in Winchester.
There are also a few copies in Salisbury, I believe. Which ones are you looking for?
The Amores?
Have you heard of that? That was one of the copies in Winchester, I think. Did you read it?
Me? I don't remember.
He did.
Just a page or two.
Sounds like the right book, and Winchester's not far. I should tell Ali what I found out. They said we can find a copy in Winchester. Come on, Jonathan. Let's tell Ali what I found out.
Ranulph of Chester and his half-brother stole Lincoln Castle from Stephen. At least this is a chance for us to take it back.
For us? Who is us? The whole of England is strangled by new taxes and torn apart by this senseless quarrelling.
Senseless quarrelling? You still think I'm just playing around?
No.
I put my life at risk, Ali, for you and me. This isn't a game.
I know that.
Do you? It's an honor to be one of the King's Knights.
An honor that costs a lot of money.
Oh, now you broke it, Jonathan.
There's someone at the door. I'll be right back.
Oh. Go play.
Jack.
Hey.
So,
Yes.
what brings you here?
Do you have a visitor?
Are you jealous?
Everything all right there?
Yes, it will just take a minute. Sorry, but my brother is waiting. He has to ride back to Shiring soon.
Ah, I see. All right. I just wanted to tell you that I found out about the book.
What book? Oh, Ovid. You were still looking for that.
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
I don't know. It just feels like there are so many problems right now at the construction site. That reminds me. Could you tell Philip that I've come up with an idea how he can pay the workers?
Oh. How?
I'll buy up all of his wool and sell it on the fleece fair myself. But I need to go to Shiring first and get the money.
All right. I'll tell him. By the way, they have a copy of the Amores in Winchester.
Oh? I think I know someone who might be able to get it. But first we need to make sure Philip gets his money and talks to Percy.
Who?
Percy Hamley, the Earl.
Percy Hamley, the fat oaf.
Congratulations, everybody heard you.
So what? They're all bastards.
I think I should be going.
Oh, all right. See you later, Jack?
Of course.
Bastards.
You're gonna have to forget that word really quick, little brother.
So for them you've got money, Ali?
So you were eavesdropping on me. Great. That deal with Philip will help them and us, Richard.
Robert of Gloucester is advancing on Lincoln as we speak. Tomorrow we will ride from Shiring. And what I need from you is money for a new sword and a gambeson. And I want my shield painted in Stephen's colours.
Is this leading anywhere, Richard? You've been doing this for years now, and has the king ever considered making you Earl of Shiring?
Not yet. But I fought side by side with him before. He knows my name, Ali.
Oh, all right. I will meet you in Shiring, and I'll bring the money.
Father Philip.
Yes?
Aliena says you can pay your workers. She has enough money to buy up all the Priory's wool and sell it in Shiring. And that way, you get your money earlier.
Really?
But you have to accompany her to Shiring. She has to fetch the money first.
The sooner the better. I have to talk to Percy Hamley anyway. Thank you, Jack. Now you better get back to work. Tom wanted to talk to you.
Yeah, if I talk to Tom now, he'll insist I stay up. Am I really done? I think I'll go and see. It's blocked. I have to go. Yeah, am I really?
Jack!
What?
Come here, please. You wanted to finish your Corbel and I let you. Instead, you pick another fight with Alfred. You mock him in front of others because he can't read. And don't tell me he started it, because everyone else told me you started the fight. Sub-Prior and me just told me you disturbed the monks in the scriptorium.
Philip told me to practice reading.
The Bible, not the kind of book you were looking for. Then you go and waste your time in the cemetery and the market, and in the kitchen, and chatting to the Fullers.
I made a balm for them. I wanted to help them.
You should have been working instead. Don't you know how close we are to shutting down the construction? If I'd not planned ahead, it would all be over now. But how am I to plan ahead if I can't rely on you, Jack?
What? Watch out! Whoa.
Are you all right?
Yes.
Up here! Hey, hurry up, quick!
What's going on here?
Your son thinks I dropped the stones.
You were the one who pulled them up, weren't you?
Of course. That is my job.
He was probably angry because he might not get paid.
Alfred, stop it.
What?
Peter, what happened?
I'm not sure. But there was a monk. He was wearing a black robe. And when he saw me looking at him, he ran away. Maybe it was him.
A black robe? Are you saying this was my fault?
No. I'm sure I didn't recognize him. He wasn't from here.
No. Peter dropped the stone and doesn't want to admit it.
I assure you, a monk would never do such a thing.
I saw a monk in black in the market.
Oh, did you? I was there too when you were. Tell us, what did he do when you saw him?
He almost stepped on a few chickens.
Wait, Jack is right. I remember now. There was a monk there, and he went into the cathedral.
I'll go up front and look for him. You check the back.
All right.
Where did he go? Hey, you! Hey!
What happened to you, monk?
Mother!
Jack?
He's not a monk! He tried to kill me!
You did what?
Please,
I know you. You are with them. Did they send you?
Please, let me go!
What did they send you for?
Tom Builder! I was sent here to kill Tom Builder.
Tom?
What is going on here?
Take heed. I know you. I know your face. Tell them that you succeeded. Tell them that Tom Builder is dead.
But...
Tell them, or I will find you.
Yes.
Speak up, or I'll put a curse on you.
I will tell them what you ask. Please.
What the hell? What was that? Why did you let him go?
He was after Tom. After all these years, it's happening again.
What is?
Just tell Tom to stay low. If we're lucky, they'll think he's dead.
Why don't you tell him?
I'm the reason they're trying to kill him. It's my fault.
What?
We should never have come to Kingsbridge, Jack.
Excuse me, Philip? Philip?
I'm sorry.
Is everything all right?
I was just thinking about my brother. What is it?
Aliena is ready to go to Shiring with you.
Then I must not keep her waiting. As we rode, Aliena expressed relief that Percy Hamley held court in Shiring Town during the Fleece Fair, and not in her father's castle. I had not yet confessed to Aliena that I blamed myself for her father's fate. I felt the guilt and shame start.
Philip stopped to talk to the peasants, and so did I. Of course, he couldn't pass by people in need of help, not even when he was on his way to try and save Kingsbridge from another attack by the Hamleys. Two of the peasants broke into tears and begged for food. Philip was mortified as they grabbed the hammer. They said they were from Wigley. They had illegally erected a mill and hadn't paid taxes to the Earl of Shiring for grinding flour. I bit my lip when they mentioned the title that used to belong to my father. As punishment, the Earl had destroyed their mill. Philip seemed unsure what to say about Percy Hamley's... I asked why they'd built an illegal mill. The peasants told us that milling taxes had doubled in their village. The peasants shouted and cried that the Earl had also burnt their fields, destroyed their houses, and taken their livestock from them. A few of...
I had never trusted the Hamleys, but it seemed I had grown careless over the years. They had thus far kept their word to King Stephen, but now I felt I should have known that they would eventually break it. As I was thinking...
The old woman looked at us like a cornered animal. Philip demanded to know what had happened. She cackled and shook her head. She continued looking through the dead men's clothes. She'd already taken off their shoes and found a couple of coins. I asked with a stern voice what had happened to the men. The old woman cackled and said that they had played with fire. When Philip asked that she should, by God, answer my question, she became serious. She told him that these men were poachers caught by the Earl's men hunting in his forests. Philip...
Aliena rode by my side without knowing that I had long been responsible for her family's fate, ever since I had made the mistake of trusting Waileran by God. This is him.
A face like that never changes. If anyone can get you an audience with the Earl, it's Sheriff Eustace.
I hope Percy Hamley will show more understanding with us than he did with the people of Wigley. I'm concerned what kind of man Percy Hamley must have become to kill people for mere poaching. Good day, Sheriff. I must talk to the Earl. It's a legal matter of utmost urgency.
Get in line, monk.
Are they all waiting to see him?
What did you expect on court day, monk?
I fear this is going to take a while.
I'll go look for Richard. Seeing that he's going into battle, he needs equipment.
In the meantime, let's hope I can persuade the Earl to rethink this breach of our agreement.
I'll talk to Meg about the sales of the Priory's wool as well. We will find a way to keep the cathedral's construction going, Philip, with or without the stone and timber they took from us.
We must.
The end is upon us, but our Earl will lead us to salvation.
Is that so?
A hard hand for hard times. It will all make sense. You will...
If they hadn't replaced Father, I could have helped them.
Things are taking place that will lead our generation...
Good day, Sheriff. Will these people have...
If you have a complaint, talk to...
I don't think he even
Open your eyes.
Good quality.
The signs are all around us.
Outrageous.
Let's negotiate.
Good to see you, Meg. I'm here to collect the money we've made so far.
Excuse me. We were in the middle of something.
What's the problem?
Even you merchants have become thieves. What a rotten place this has become.
He ordered the cartload of wool weeks ago, but now he refuses to pay the price we'd agreed upon.
Let's think about why the prices are so high this year.
So you can put more money into your pockets?
Actually, the Earl has raised all fees. It costs more to pass the gate, to set up shop, to get a license, and to trade.
I suppose. But the price is not as was agreed.
Did you use a tally to record the price?
But, are you with the sheriff? Just who are you, woman?
I am the owner of this business.
Oh.
Here's our half, Aliena.
Now, would you kindly hand me your part of the tally? There are more notches on our part.
2 pieces, 2 different prices.
Granted, adding notches to our part would have been much easier.
Aha! You're admitting it.
But the area with missing notches is thinner than the rest.
You're right. It looks like something was carved off.
What? Are you saying I'm a fraud?
Look, times are hard for all of us. I won't report you to the sheriff.
This wool will not make enough cloth for all of my master's servants' clothes. Let alone all the shirts he wants for himself.
Whoever pays servants and wants to wear many shirts should be able to pay the price for quality wool like this.
Quality? Yes, but it is not high quality. Now that you mention it, I see it. I cannot pay that much money for bad wool like this.
Now he's doubting the quality.
Fine. Then let me prove the quality of my wool.
Just you try. Daylight robbery.
We agreed on the price.
Meg is managing this store for me.
Not just gonna give
Taking
away
my
for
business
free.
elsewhere.
Please, calm down.
First you say one thing, and then you say another. Is this how you treat all your customers?
I'll find an expert and prove it.
I'm waiting. That's not the price we agreed on.
It is what we agreed on. Both of us.
I thought you had more to
But I'm
spare
not here to
than
buy
that.
anything.
You're trying to
No,
rip me off.
let us work out a compromise.
You thought the Earl was bad before.
I'm taking my business elsewhere.
Please, calm down.
How's your family?
My father. Daylight robbery.
We agreed on the price.
Same as your wife.
Outrageous.
Let's
Aren't you tired of Christian art? Their sad faces and dull colours are always giving me a fuck.
I agree. I'd prefer to see lush paintings of the...
Excuse me, would you care to give me your opinion on the quality of this wool?
Of course. Please, show us. Oh, how wonderfully soft.
And what thorough scouring. There isn't a hint of dirt or grease.
The fibre is exceptionally fine, and the colour is even and light.
Suitable for high-quality garments.
I'm glad you think so too. Would you be so kind as to confirm this to a customer of mine, should the need arise?
Of course. Just send them our way.
With all these taxes and the shrinking markets, I wasn't sure whether visiting shiring would still be worth it. But for that quality of wool, I'll say it is. Our food is rotting. Our animals die.
First you say one thing. Is this...
Seduced by hell's
There are Flemish merchants just a few streets away. They were very interested in my wool. And they would be delighted to confirm its quality to you.
Anyone can let their friends lie for them.
Then we'll leave it to the people. We'll sell the wool at the afternoon auctions. That way it fetches a fair price for certain.
No, wait. Maybe we can negotiate. My master would not want me to leave here with empty hands.
Competing with foreigners and nobility is no trifle. They're relentless and have deep pockets.
Aliena.
But if you prefer to take your chances...
No, wait. I'm taking the wool, all right.
I don't want to ruin you.
My master can afford it, he just doesn't want to. And he has a temper. God damn it. You show no mercy, do you?
A pleasure doing business with you.
Next time he'll buy elsewhere, I'm afraid. A good merchant always strives for a deal that feels like a victory for both sides. Remember that.
We don't need customers like him, and we have our money.
Yes, and you have my thanks.
One more thing. Could you try to get Ovid's Amores for me when you travel to Winchester? It's a book.
Yes, I can ask Brother Theobald. His book collection is more comprehensive than the church would like.
Then he'll be the right one to ask. Thank you.
No problem at all.
It's all too...
Your wool may be of best quality, but that doesn't make up for this market. It used to be a place of fair trade. This is definitely the last year up. First is...
There are... They were... And they...
Anyone?
Then we'll leave it to the people. We'll sell that way.
No.
Let's find a compromise. You buy the wool at the price we believe we agreed upon.
Why would I do that?
I will guarantee you first rights to my wool next year.
The prices go up when more than one bidder is involved.
I know. My master would not be pleased if I returned without wool one day. He's got an awful temper. Fair enough. We have a deal. I'll buy your wool at your price.
A pleasure doing business.
You've learned well. A good merchant always strives for a deal that feels like a
I had a good teacher. One more thing. Could you try to get Ovid's Amores for me when you...
Yes, his book collection is more...
Then he'll be the right...
No problem.
Pleasure doing...
Likewise. Remember to come to the next...
I hope it's not going to be here in Shiring.
It's all too expensive.
I'd rather not allow...
Fabrics.
Maybe later.
Get them before...
Maybe I should start paying. I'm thinking...
At least you could take your time with...
Would you be free for a sales discussion?
Ah, Lady Aliena.
I've heard business is...
Not for me, it isn't. Plenty of nights. His men have cleaned up well. It suits me just fine that the Earl is... And those complaining about money and fees whenever my customer...
What are you...
Not for sale. Don't steal. Go away.
Oh, I... Oh...
soul lights up.
I have to give money.
The soul lights up. Inspiration.
Excuse me, do you know, I know we suffer because of the war, but the town...
No, we wouldn't know. We are but pilgrims and a saint who will heal my... and my eyes. But yes, Shiring... We heard the Earl is punishing his people.
I heard so.
Can I interest you in...
Is that the only...
It's the only one that hasn't gone green yet.
If you sell green bread, your customers will get sick.
What? Are you with the sheriff?
No. The remains of Waileran's... No, I'm not leaving without... I don't have any business in there now. Everyone seems to be afraid of
It's not him. Killed a good friend for milling without permission, yet buried him under the rubble of it.
What?
The fleeces used to be bigger.
And that's not because it rains.
Has the queue not moved?
We stand like pillars, but I'm sure the Earl will... I hope it's before the workers at Kingsbridge leave the construction site, because...
How many of you?
Nectar left the soul on high.
How's business? Well, at least you still have your...
Even in bad times, people drink. The Earl of Shiring has imposed new laws and taxes.
It's for guests only. I don't have reason to disturb them. Any new information on Maud's army, Sir Alonso?
Robert of Gloucester will bring the Angelin. There are said to be 1,000, but Stephen will bring more, and we'll be with him.
Does Robert of Gloucester have skill?
Damned if we know.
Victory and glory will be ours, one way or another.
Today we ride to Lincoln. Drinks are on me. Taverner! Another round for everyone!
You're the best, Richard.
Че, он дегенерат, что ли? Типа денег не хватает.
It's Sir Richard. Nonsense. We're old brothers, right?
It is Sir Richard.
Oh.
And here I thought you needed my money for new armor.
Oh, I do. A knight is only as good as his equipment. Have you seen Alonso's sword? With men-at-arms so well equipped, how could I fight alongside King Stephen less well equipped?
And inferior armor may cost him his life.
Only the best for the best.
Hey, you should be more responsible with our money.
I spend it on my reputation. What's more responsible than that?
You are paying for other people's wine. Some of whom you don't even know.
Knighthood is about more than fighting, Ali. It's a way of life. We fight together, we drink together, we die together.
Right you are. To hell and back we go. To hell and back.
Alonso, you make that sound like a bad thing.
But you could spend our money a little more wisely.
Do you want William Hamley to become Earl of Shiring or me?
What kind of question is that? If we're lucky, then he will never return from the Holy Land.
He already did.
What?
We ran into Robert of Gloucester's men. At first, I wasn't sure it was him. He wore the cloak of a crusader.
No. Don't do it. Please. Have mercy. My God, please. Don't.
And then King Stephen called out his name.
William Hamley, join me. We ride.
Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't want to upset you.
You what?
This is not about you or me, Ali. Allowing the father of that monster to remain Earl would not only betray our father, it'd mean betraying everyone. William is a butcher, a filthy bastard without honor.
Mind your tongue. You speak of the son of the Earl of Shiring.
I am the son of the Earl.
Sir Richard, your father went against our king and lost his title and his land. You are not the heir to the title, not as things are now.
What did you just say?
Oh, easy.
You treacherous bastard!
Calm down. Do you want to slaughter each other and help the enemy?
Accusing me of treason. You most loyal man at arms.
Me or William? Choose a goddamn side, Alonso of Toledo. Come on, choose!
You disparage me for saying the truth.
An apology would solve this.
I'm sorry. You see? There's nothing to it.
I said nothing wrong. I've always been your most loyal man at arms.
Think of the battle you will have to fight.
The one with the biggest mouth, too.
I'm thinking of my dignity. I'm just trying to keep you
I've collected
grounded.
our earnings, Richard.
Good. At least there's one person I can rely on. My sister.
Can't believe this.
I'm sorry, but I can't let you go into war arguing like this.
I asked for your money, not for your advice. How dare you imply that William and his fat father have a right to my
I've
lands?
collected our earnings, Richard.
Good. At least there's one person I can rely on. My sister.
Can't believe this.
I'm sorry, but I can't let you go into war arguing like this.
I asked for your money, not for your advice.
I can't talk.
Now, can't you just agree to disagree? Please.
Do they often fight?
Percy Hamley's title is a fact, not an opinion.
They're both very proud. Give them a few days, they'll get tired.
They don't have that long.
It is not. He does not deserve it.
Can't you do something?
I'm probably more lost than you are.
This is not about who deserves what. The king appointed him. You should come to terms with that fact.
What did you just say?
No right thoughts enliven me while my stomach's hollow.
You hear?
But you haven't had a right thought all day.
Maybe I'll be the next.
Oh no.
I'm not thirsty.
I'm done talking to you.
I'd rather.
Very mature.
But, what's your secret to success? You know.
People will give their last shirt for pleasant, especially when they have a lot they want.
Do you want to say
I've seen
something?
enough sorrow. No. I don't have time to deal.
Can't we just forget about it?
No. The taverner makes money with each. I hope I won't need to. No. I doubt that would. That won't help.
Do you want to say something?
Maybe a drink will help them. Hey, the next round is on me.
The way Alonso talks, he's had enough.
You are too proud. Remember the time we stumbled around the royal forest for hours just because you wouldn't admit you got us
We saw a beautiful herd of deer at that crossing, though.
We had to make sure there were no outlaws.
Oh, the drink only kindles the flames. I doubt. That won't help.
Can't we just forget about it?
No.
How would you solve a quarrel like the one over there?
Everyone has their own way of coping with aggression. Food, gambling, or solace in the arm. Luckily for me, most resort to drink.
I doubt that.
Don't say that. Try this.
Do you want to say something?
The taverner gave this to me. I don't want to ruin his business by giving. Are you just hungry?
Are you serious?
Well,
Can't we just forget about it?
No.
if they're hungry, they can order. Are you just...
Are you serious?
Where did you get this?
I'm not. A man in the tavern promised me a bread crust if I fetch this. I'm just taking a look.
You look...
Are you saying I should keep it?
Oh. Would you like something to eat?
I only accept food from Meg. She's a tradeswoman. And the food others throw at me is rotten. But she gives me good food.
Meg is one of my best friends.
Oh, yes? Then I accept. I'm so hungry. You're so nice. How can you afford giving some girl a whole slice of bread?
I'm a tradeswoman.
Oh. When I grow up, I'll leave so when I return, Auntie doesn't have to worry.
Bad men.
Very bad.
How would you settle a fight?
If you're in trouble, run.
Oh, but they're usually friends.
Then let them play a game to...
Do you have any games?
Board games have no place in...
You're just afraid to break them.
Do you want to say
Do you
something?
have any games with you?
Never. Why would I take a game into...
To get your mind...
I don't need to.
Can't we just forget about it?
No.
Do you have...
Divination. You throw some sticks and they answer you.
Ooh, like...
If that person you like.
I don't think...
Would you like...
Oh, thank you, but I'm just here... Do you have any games for...
Only what's needed to keep the customers here a little. I can offer a set.
I'm not in the mood for gambling, Lady Aliena.
You're never in the mood for entertainment.
Games of luck are a waste of... Do you want to say something?
Never.
No. No games here.
Can't we just...
No. No games here. Do you have any games with...
We carry the French.
Oh.
If you bring it back before nightfall.
I will. Now fight it out like real knights should. With a battle of wits.
Playing a board game, I don't know.
You're scared I could win.
Oh, let's begin.
Now, let's start with a careful opening.
Good choice. The general who gives in to anger will send his troops to their deaths.
Exactly right, Ali. First, I'll focus on defense. Let's see what Alonso's got.
Ooh, well played. A classic opening move.
Now's a good time to attack.
Oh, sometimes victory lies in numbers, but often it lies in a single soldier at the right spot, right?
Yes, and I play to win. And here I stride to victory.
You reached the end of the board.
What a crowning! I got a king!
You call this piece a king? In Spain, we call it a queen. She's quite powerful and has a mind of her own.
All right, a queen then. Now I can sweep the entire board with her.
No, don't be hasty. The highest art of war is to break the enemy without a fight.
Nonsense. I have to seize this advantage. I've got a queen on my side. Time to rampage. When the sovereign has been claimed, the game is almost decided.
I could fight to the last piece. But a good commander has foresight, and I can see this game is lost. I admit defeat.
You ended this before it even began. Even a scribe would struggle making this an epic of glory.
This was about strategy, not showmanship. And it seems like Lady Aliena is an excellent strategic advisor.
You work exceptionally well together.
He never makes compliments like this.
He's the tactician. I trust his instincts and experience to guide him.
But you yourself are an exceptional diplomat and businesswoman, I hear. You complement each other in the way you think.
I guess you're right.
If you are wise enough to trust these Queen's instincts in these matters, my friend, you too will indeed be able to take back the earldom.
You think we can do it? So, can I rely on your loyalty?
You can.
Of course, we're brothers in arms.
Good. You've an important battle ahead of you. I'll bring you the money. You've done me a great favor.
We are glad to hear it.
We always pass the time on our travels trying to best each.
Here.
Finally. I mean, thank you, Ali. This will cover decent equipment. Nothing exceptional, but it will do.
Just promise to be careful.
I've learned a few tricks. I'll be fine.
Must you really fight? What is all this good for?
For father, Ali. I will save Shiring from Percy Hamley.
But who's going to save you?
With men like these, I'm afraid I'm already beyond saving. For victory!
For victory!
For victory!
I see. I wish you the best of luck. I'll be at the marketplace giving Philip his part of the money.
And make more money, I hope.
Here.
Thank you. It should be enough to keep our workers around until I have solved our problems with Percy Hamley. But Tom said that without stone and timber, we will have to stop construction in a month.
You must speak to the Earl.
Have you finished your business?
Yes.
Glad to hear it.
Philip, I now understand why our market at Kingsbridge has had more visitors lately. Shiring isn't what it used to be. Steep taxes and strict laws have taken their toll on the town.
Is that so?
These merchants would give anything to do their business at another fleece fair, but there's none nearby. They need a place with fair taxes, one that can put those taxes to good use.
Are you thinking of a fleece fair in Kingsbridge?
Call in the monk and the woman he's with.
You, impatient monk. It's your turn. The girl, too.
Me? What? Did you want me to come with you?
No. We're not first in line, are we?
Well, lucky you then. Get moving. Philip of Gwynedd, Prior of Kingsbridge. The Earl of Shiring.
Thank you for hearing me, old Percy. Please allow me to introduce my friend, Aliena of Kingsbridge.
I knew it was you. Oh, it doesn't sound like you missed me.
I demand to talk to the Earl of Shiring. He has broken his word.
You are talking to the Earl of Shiring.
Bishop Wayler.
The enemies of this earldom have taken Percy Hamley from our midst.
Mother!
Do you consider yourself a friend of the earldom of Shiring, Philip?
Friend? That damned monk is drinking the blood of my earldom!
It is not for us to damn them, Lord William. But judge them we must.
I don't take as kindly to thieves as my father did. Shiring is changing.
What crimes did we commit then?
The king has never licensed a market in Kingsbridge.
Your market is illegal, Philip.
You are stealing my taxes by allowing my people to trade in your sorry priory, and you disrespect my authority!
Is that true, Philip?
I will talk to the king about this.
You and your friends have always played by your own rules, but not anymore. Fracture for fracture, eye for eye, tooth for tooth. The days of Kingsbridge Cathedral are over.
Now leave. The next time I will show no mercy.